everyone, welcome back to Decobloom. Today we are stepping inside a tiny French apartment that proves you do not need a big space to live with timeless Parisian style. From soft neutrals to vintage accents, every corner is designed with intention. Stay with me and get inspired to bring this charm into your own home. In this tiny Parisian living room, imagine stepping into a calm, sunlit space where every detail feels intentional and inviting. Soft white walls and simple moldings quietly frame a compact seating area, while a vintage-style sofa and small coffee table create a cozy place to gather. A single gilded mirror, a few books, and fresh flowers complete the scene, showing how even the smallest room can feel elegant. Picture a tiny apartment wrapped in soft neutrals, where cream, beige, and warm white set a peaceful tone. In this voiceover, we explore how a limited color palette makes a small space feel calm, airy, and timeless. Gentle contrasts in texture, from linen cushions to smooth wood, add depth without visual clutter. The result is a quiet, French-inspired retreat that feels both sophisticated and incredibly easy to live in. In this tiny Parisian-style home, the magic comes from mixing old and new with confidence. A sleek modern sofa sits beside a time-worn wooden chair, while a simple floor lamp balances an ornate gold-framed mirror. The voiceover guides viewers through how each contrast adds character without overwhelming the space. Even in a small apartment, these subtle juxtapositions create that effortless French look everyone loves. Imagine a tiny living room centered around a petite marble fireplace, the heart of this Parisian-inspired apartment. The voiceover walks through how a few layered frames, candlesticks, and a simple vase turn the mantel into a focal point. Nothing feels overdone, yet every item adds depth and story. In a small space, the fireplace becomes both sculpture and stage, capturing timeless French elegance. Step into a tiny bedroom that still feels dreamy and refined, despite its compact footprint. The narration explores how light linen bedding, a soft upholstered headboard, and airy curtains create a gentle, cloud-like atmosphere. A small bedside table, a brass lamp, and one art piece above the bed complete the picture. This is a quiet Parisian escape, proving that elegance does not require a large room. this small apartment bathroom, the story is all about thoughtful details that quietly elevate the space. The voiceover guides viewers through polished brass fixtures, a rounded vintage style mirror, and a tiny marble ledge for everyday essentials. White tiles and soft lighting keep everything feeling clean and bright, never cramped. With just a few carefully chosen pieces, the tiniest bathroom can feel like a chic Parisian hotel. Here, the focus shifts to a tiny balcony and the windows that frame it, extending the apartment outward. The narration describes a simple bistro table, folding chairs, and a handful of potted plants that create a miniature outdoor cafe. Inside, light linen curtains and a compact seating area echo the same relaxed charm. Even without a grand view, this little corner captures everyday Paris romance in just a few steps. In this tiny Parisian-style apartment, lighting is the secret ingredient that transforms the mood from ordinary to magical. The voiceover explains how one small chandelier, a floor lamp, a table lamp, and candlelight work together instead of relying on a single harsh overhead. Each layer adds warmth, softness, and depth to the compact room. Viewers see how light can shape the feeling of a space more than furniture ever could. This narration invites viewers to see a tiny apartment as a curated gallery rather than a cramped box. On one narrow wall, layered art in simple frames, small sculptural pieces, and a stack of books create a story. The voiceover explains how negative space, repetition, and height make the arrangement feel balanced. In true Parisian style, the decor feels collected over time, not purchased in one afternoon. Follow the transformation of a tiny studio into a complete Parisian-style home, all within a single room. The narration walks through zoning the space into sleeping, lounging, and dining areas using rugs, furniture placement, and light. A neutral base and a few vintage-inspired accents keep everything cohesive. By the end, the studio feels charming and functional, proof that Parisian decor works beautifully at any size. In this inspiration, the camera settles into a small corner that becomes a dedicated reading nook. The voiceover describes a curved armchair, petite side table, warm floor lamp, and layered textiles that instantly invite you to sit. Framed art and a small rug quietly define the area within the tiny apartment. It is a simple arrangement, yet it captures the intimate, reflective spirit of Parisian living. Here, the story begins at the door, in a narrow entry that sets the tone for the entire tiny home. The narration follows a slim console table, a round mirror, and a small lamp that create a welcoming moment. A bowl for keys, fresh flowers, and a glimpse of herringbone floor suggest order and calm. Even in just a few steps of space, the apartment introduces its Parisian character immediately. This tiny apartment reserves one special corner for slow meals and conversation. The voiceover describes a round table, two simple chairs, a linen cloth, candles, and a small bouquet transforming a practical nook into a romantic spot. The nearby kitchenette stays visually quiet, so the table can shine. Viewers see how a modest setup, styled thoughtfully, can feel like a hidden Paris cafe at home. In this inspiration, mirrors become the main design tool to open up a tiny Parisian living area. The narration shows a tall, gilded mirror reflecting the window, with smaller pieces catching light around the room. Pale walls and minimal furniture keep the reflections clean and bright. As the light shifts throughout the day, the space feels larger and more dynamic, all thanks to carefully placed mirrors. This voiceover follows a collection of vintage finds as they settle into a small Parisian-style apartment. An old side table, weathered books, ceramic vases, and framed prints bring warmth and history to the compact room. The narration explains how editing and spacing keep everything from feeling cluttered. Each piece carries its own story, and together they give the tiny home a soulfully collected character. In this scene, attention turns to a slim bookcase and narrow shelves that organize and decorate at the same time. The voiceover guides viewers through balancing books, ceramics, photos, and small objects so the arrangement feels calm, not crowded. Repeated colors and shapes help unify the display in the tiny apartment. This quiet corner shows how thoughtful styling can turn basic storage into a highlight of the room. The final inspiration shows how a tiny Parisian-style apartment can change gently with the seasons. The narration describes keeping a neutral base, then swapping pillows, throws, and flowers for subtle shifts in mood. Soft colors and natural textures move from lighter to richer tones as the year progresses. Without big purchases or renovations, the small space feels alive and renewed, yet always timeless and cohesive. Thank you so much for spending time with me in this tiny French apartment. We explored how timeless Parisian decor, soft colors, vintage pieces, and thoughtful details can completely transform a small space. If this video gave you ideas for your own home, please hit like, subscribe to Decobloom, and share your thoughts or questions in the comments below. Your support really helps this channel grow.